like
I'm
that.
putting y'all onto the
To the
Malachi
sauce.
sauce. You know what I'm saying? So Pete, bro. With the hashtags, like you said, stick to your niche. Say you're making a cooking video,
Right.
and you're making steak, right? Making barbecue steak. Your hashtags, you'll do hashtag cooking, hashtag grill, hashtag steak, hashtag barbecue. Like you have to do everything that's to your niche, so that way the people that are watching and they watch videos like that, you will pop up on the For You page. Now, for the couple trending hashtags that will definitely push y'all videos out there.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? MaxVolume back at it again with another video. I'm here with
More Money, aka More Pressure.
we're here with
Drewski.
yeah, and we got a special guest today. You feel me? Malachi, what you doing? You feel me?
You mean?
I'm gonna need y'all to smash that sub button and follow us on all socials. Link in the description. Let's get in tune. Let's go max volume. So the first question, Malachi, we're gonna ask you is, what got you into YouTube? Like, what gave you that inspiration to start making content?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, if I really think about it, when I was young, I always wanted to make videos. Like every time I would watch like Marvel. I would watch like Star Wars and all that. I would always be interested in that. And it's kind of been like my thing personally. I would take my mom's phone, record skits, record little, movies and all that. I was on my mom's phone, my dad's phone. I was just doing it for mad long. It's just something I really like to do. And it motivates me. It keeps me busy. You know what I'm saying? So it's something I like. It's my thing. It's my thing. It belongs to me. That says not a lot of people out here that do that.
Right.
So it's like by me bringing that to the table, especially in this generation. Because if you think about it, there's a lot of kids out here that's not doing what I'm doing, trying to make money. They all try to make money the same way.
Right.
And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like doing like trapping and all that. Like they're trying to do the same thing, bro. But with me, I'm trying just because my audience is the youth, is young people. When I look at who watching my videos, age gaps is mostly like 14, 18. So I know I have the youth. I want to like try and push the positive out there and not try to tell be like all the rest of these kids, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know if y'all know.
Nah. I got a further question to that.
Sure.
Are you fine with, and have you ever thought about this, your life being on camera? Is that something that you're just willing to give up your, I guess, privacy?
So you mean like as in like a reality show type shit where niggas know like around?
Not really. More like, because a content creator is, I assume you want to make that as a career, a living.
Word.
You have to be putting your life out there. You got to be authentic with your audience. So
Well, I feel like how that is, it's like you can put your life on social media, but it really depends. You set your own limits. So it's like if you want them to know what you did every day, if you want them to know what you ate for breakfast, what happened today, what drama happened with your girlfriend, like if you want to let them know that, and if that's your whole life, then that's something you could let them know. I could let them know my whole life, but I'll set my own limits. Like for example, I'm doing a vlog. I feel like I call them the Mally fam. Yeah, the Mally fam. You know what I'm saying? And they basically know what's going on in my life. I talk to them just like it's FaceTime when I'm recording. I don't act like I'm recording. I'm talking to my audience. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like, I treat it as if you're looking into my life. You get updates on my life, on my mental, how I'm doing, but I set limits. I don't let you know what happened with this argument with my mom, with my parents. You know what I'm saying? I don't put everything out there. So if you want to put your life on social media, you can, but you set your own limits to that, if that makes sense.
I understand that, but even then, there's stalkers, there's trolls. The internet really gives people access to things we shouldn't be having. Anyone could search up anything, and even you bringing in like people in your personal life, they'll want to be putting stuff out that you probably don't want to share. You know what I mean? Like, regardless if you're able to control how much gets put out, sometimes there's things that you can't control. Like, that's what I mean. Are you fine with things?
I feel like in that aspect, that's really a majority of everything. If you want to be a content creator, if you want to be an influencer, you got to be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be prepared. If you don't have the stomach for it, if you don't have the right mentality for that, if you don't have ways to deal with those conflicts and people putting your business out there, especially when you're a big content creator like me, if you're not like prepared for that, if you're not like prepared for that mentally, physically, if you don't know what to do, then I would say no. Whoever that person is, you're not ready for that. But as far as me, Malachi, what you doing as a person, I feel like I'm mature enough to know what to do. If something does go out that I don't want out, I know how to handle that situation. So I feel like with me, I'm basically ready for that.
Last question about that. Have you ever dealt with something like that?
No. Not yet. But I'm not gonna sit here and say it'll never happen to me. because that's the worst thing you could do is to have that mentality. It was never gonna happen because those people, it happens to them. So yeah, like I'm always prepared for that. So I have a backup plan. I know what I have to do, and I'm just prepared for that regardless.
So can you share that backup plan?
So look. I'm not gonna lie. We gonna keep it TP for the max volume and for the Mally scene. But like, say, okay. Give me a scenario.
Something calm, like someone's trolling, talking shit about you. Yeah. So what are you doing?
So if it's a simple troll, because I've had this happen to me multiple times, because people know me as like a funny person. So obviously there's gonna be trolls out there and all that, but there's a difference. You have to know if they're insulting you or if they're just making funny as a kind of joke. Regardless, there's no difference. A troll is a troll. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not willing to sit here and be like, all right, it's a troll and not take it serious, if you get butthurt easily, then that's not the type of person I am. I'm not the type to get butthurt easily. So it's like, it doesn't really bother me as much. If anything, I'll just laugh at it or whatever and continue going on with my day.
So what if it's like something embarrassing that like one of your parents they post on social media, and trolls and stalkers, you know how they are. They'll clip that. They'll clip that, and you probably didn't want it to share that with your audience, or not even with the internet. And eventually, it'll come to your audience, and now you're seeing it on your comments. You'll see it. You'll see it on your comments. You'll see it on your social media. How would you deal with something like that?
So,
like if it's like you probably should make fun of that you used to pee your pants or something like that. You know what I mean?
Like an old embarrassing photo.
Nah, yeah. It's really your mentality, bro. Like if you sit here and you take it as, oh my god, bro, this video just got leaked, bro. Like what? Come on, bro. Like if you sit there, soak about it, cry about it the whole time, obviously you're gonna get clowned on even more because you're letting the person that made it win.
Bro, you.
Yeah. Right. If it was me, if it was ever to happen to me, I'll be like, all right, this is embarrassing, but this is something of my past. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably make a video on it, talk about some haha, it's funny, but like this is something of my past. I was not that serious. I wouldn't take it as serious, but if it was like a really, really embarrassing video, it's the same thing.
I was gonna say that because you can turn that into content in a way. Like I see with these streamers, like you got Bruce, you got some people, a bold picture, like a picture, like they turn it into like a meme where they make it their profile picture.
Exactly,
kind of,
like they make it funny. It's all your attitude. It's all how you take on that certain situation, bro. That's really how I look at it.
Right, because I feel like when you do content like that's like funny content and that's your personality and stuff like that, then it's like it's expected that your supporters, your fans, the viewers are gonna joke with you and stuff like that. Where it's like you can't really ever take trolls serious because you take trolls serious, it's like that comes with content creating. Like that comes with, like you said, it comes with a certain space that you're in. If you're sitting there making videos, it comes with the lifestyle. There's gonna be trolls, there's gonna be haters, there's gonna be stalkers and stuff like that. Like, I want to ask you, like, when you walk around now that you've gotten more recognition, you're starting to grow on your platforms and stuff like that, do you feel like you can't walk around by yourself? You're at that point, or like, do you feel like you need like kind of like an entourage, or you need like at least somebody with you?
So there has been times, I'm not gonna lie, there has been times. I would say out of 10, 8 out of 10, every time I'm going somewhere, somebody would come up to me. Oh, you're not you? Are you not gotta make TikTok? Can I get a picture? I could be out with my family. I could be out with my girlfriend. I could be out. There's just somebody that'll come up to me. But again, I don't leave the house thinking nobody's gonna come up to me. Right. So I always have to be prepared for that. But there's a certain extent, like this is for anybody, like say for you, or if you ever are famous or you're known for something and somebody comes up to you, talking to the viewers, always keep a cool head and do what they want and keep it pushing. As long as it's not limiting your boundaries and crossing your boundaries. Because at the same time, if they come up to you and they're like, oh, let me get a picture. All right, it's one picture. Boom, take a picture. But if they following you everywhere you go, touching up on you, there's a limit. So there has been times where it's gotten to that point, and I just would have to set it straight with them. Yeah, not be rude, not be nasty, but just be like, yo, respectfully, respect my space. I don't like you in my space. You need to back around, cool down. And usually they take it lightly, but there are people out there that's not going to do that. And again, that's what I have to be prepared for at the same time. So it's like I always have a backup plan for every single situation because how I grew up watching these YouTubers like Deji, Corey Kenshin, like all of them, I've seen it happen to them, and I've seen how they handle it. Some good, some bad. So it's like I try to take how they handle it and apply it to myself.
So have you ever had a bad experience, like, or is it just as simple as like, yo, let me get a picture? Like, I mess with your TikToks, I mess with your videos. Can I get a picture? Or has it ever been like, what's a situation where you call where it's crossing those boundaries? Like, for anybody out there. So if they come up to you, they're like, okay, I don't want to do that. That's crossing his boundaries.
Mhm.
But they say they're a fan. You feel me? Like you said, you know, your videos are a lot. Your audience is the youth. You feel me? So you know, some people when they see their quote unquote idols, they're idolizing and stuff like that. They don't know how to act, and it's like they may want a picture, they may scream. Like, what's pushing the limits in your opinion?
So for me, I'm really a simple person, bro. I don't flip out about a lot of things. I don't have a lot of things. It's like, all right, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. As long as you're respectful to yourself, to me, and who I'm with, you're chilling. You just don't get up in my personal space. You know, don't be touching up on my camera if I have my camera out. Don't touch on me. Don't touch on who I'm with. You know, say, let me get in the vlog, bro. Yeah, I've had little young bulls do that before, and I had to be like, yo, you need to chill. Yeah, because they want to get in the video, but at the end of the day, all right, after I tell them to chill, I'll point the camera to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and be a dickhead and tell them, oh no, bro, back up. Yeah, like there's people that's like that, like, yo, nah, back up, bro. Like, you're not getting no picture. Look, like, nah, I'm not like that. Because at the end of the day, I know it's all love. So you just gotta correct them and keep it pushing. That's really all you gotta do. But nothing really severe has happened to me to that point. But like I said, I'm not gonna think it can't happen to me because it gotta be to anybody.
Right. Now, another question I wanted to ask you, because I heard you mention it, like, who were your biggest influence when it comes to like YouTubers or content creators that's like you kind of like, I guess, mirrored their style, or you took from them, like, yeah, that's the niche that I want. Like, you feel me? Like, because you know, in YouTube there's podcast niche like we're doing, there's vlogging, there's pranks, there's public interviews, and there's like all gaming, there's all different areas. So it's like, what inspired you to pick your niche, and like what kind of niche are you like aiming for?
So in a way, there has been people that has been inspiring me. Like, I don't know if y'all know Lennar.
I know
There's
Lennar.
Lennar. There's
I know
How
Lennar.
I
That's an
Easy.
OG. I
Yeah,
know
like the
I know
OGs,
Lennar.
bro. Like Corey Kenshin, like all of them. Corey Kenshin, How I Easy, and Lennar. Those are my top people because they do the skits. They do the funny videos. They do the funny gaming videos. They've streamed before, and I grew up watching them. So it's like it kind of molded me. Not for me to copy them, because if I was copying them, I would not be where I'm at right now. I feel like I blew up because I have a different image, and I take what they did and I twist it and make it into a Malachi, what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just copying them. But those are my top 3 inspirations.
So based off that answer, does that mean that are those your favorite types of videos to make, or like do you tend to sway and make those types of videos
So I feel like with my favorite type of genre of videos to make,
yourself?
within myself, probably are the skits. But at the same time, there's certain things that blow up and there's certain things that don't. Like, I've been doing this long enough to know the algorithm, to know how things blow up, what videos do, what videos don't, what people like, what people don't want to see. And I feel like with the skits, that even though it's my personal favorite, it doesn't blow up as much as it did before. Because my skits tend to be they're funny, but they tend to be linked out. And it's like I can't really cut it, because if I want to have the full Malachi, what you do, like my full content, it has to be that. Like, I can't cut it. If I cut it out, it's not going to be how I want it. So I tend to make videos that are like 30 seconds long, 45 seconds long. But even those still blow up, and I add my own Malachi, what you're doing into it. You know what I'm saying?
So, what do you think, is the best way to market yourself for anyone out there that, thinks that they want to have a YouTube channel or they want to be famous? What do you think is the best way to market yourself and grow?
Well, if you're trying to start a YouTube, if you're trying to start a TikTok, whatever it is you're trying to do, first thing you got to make sure it's from the heart. Don't do it just because everybody else is doing it. Because if you do that, you're going to end up wanting to follow a trend and say there's no trend. You're going to be like, oh, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? So you got to try to find what's for you, and you got to make sure it's what you want to do. Number 2, you got to be consistent. Regardless if you have no views, if you have nothing, you're good. You got to have the mindset where you're going to get there eventually. You're going to get there eventually. So you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. Because if you're inconsistent, say I just stopped making videos. Say just stop. Right. People are going to be like, oh, wow, why is he not posting? And that messes up the algorithm too. If you keep posting consistently, that motivates yourself, but it also entertains your audience. So they're like, oh, I know he's going to post again. He's going to post it. That's going to grow your numbers. They're going to share. Those people are going to share. So it's like you got to be consistent. And I would say number 3, don't stay motivated, because motivation is temporary. You got to stay disciplined. You got to stay disciplined. Because say you're working out at the gym, right? And, oh, I'm motivated because you watch a little motivational video or something. That motivation is going to go in 2 seconds. You can't lie. You just got to discipline yourself, train your mind to do it over and over and over again. So that way, naturally, you don't stop doing it. Exactly. It's the same thing with content. Videos, it's the same thing. It's long hours of editing, long hours of filming. Your film may get deleted. There's a lot of stuff you gotta do, but you just can't get discouraged, bro. It's happened to me. That's happened to me. Yeah, it's happened multiple times.
It was clean, deleted.
Yup, I'm telling you, it happens multiple times, bro. But you just gotta stay disciplined. If you really want to do it, that drive is gonna naturally be there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you talked about like algorithms and things like that. Like for the viewers out there and for us and stuff like that, like what have you found is best for algorithm for like is it a certain niche or like for different niches? Let's say if there's somebody who with a podcast out there or someone who does, like you said, skits or they do short content film, like what is the algorithm that you've noticed and like consistency with when it comes to YouTube? First, like break down YouTube and then like TikTok,
You mean like
Instagram.
what content do people like?
What content do people like and like how to like get into the algorithm to like grow your channel in a sense?
So I would say for the first question, what content? None. It's endless. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. It's not. Oh, YouTube is for skits. Like this is you go on YouTube, you'll find everything. You'll find everything. TikTok, you'll find everything. It's very diverse. And how you get out there again goes back to consistency. You just got to keep posting. Once you keep posting, people are gonna keep seeing you. They're gonna be like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna click on your videos and all that. Also make sure you use hashtags. Hashtags go a long way. If y'all look on my videos, you guys will see that I spam hashtags, different hashtags. I spam it. Oh, doesn't matter how much it is. It's just each hashtag pushes it a little further and further and further, further. So use hashtags, stay consistent, and that's really the only two things you need. Just do hashtags and stay consistent.
So I know I watched up a YouTube video before and it was talking about hashtags, but there are certain hashtags like if it's short like shorts or something like that, should it be specified to your niche or what hashtags have you seen that best work where you're like every time I use these specific hashtags, these 4 or 5, however many, it always I get pushed into algorithm, I get more views. Like what hashtags are like a little hack, for the viewers and stuff like
I'm
that.
putting y'all onto the
To the
Malachi sauce. You know what I'm saying? So Pete, bro. With the hashtags, like you said, stick to your niche. Say you're making a cooking video, and you're making steak, right? Making barbecue steak. Your hashtags, you'll do hashtag cooking, hashtag grill, hashtag steak, hashtag barbecue. Like you have to do everything that's to your niche, so that way the people that are watching and they watch videos like that, you will pop up on the For You page. Now, for the couple trending hashtags that will definitely push y'all videos out there. So y'all need to use hashtag viral.
I was thinking of that one.
Hashtag For You page. You have to spell out For You page and then FYP. You can do that. So it's viral, For You page, trending. That's really all you need to do.
That's on all platforms?
All platforms. All platforms. And a little tip for y'all. If you're posting on TikTok, if you're posting on YouTube, posting on Instagram, never use hashtag another platform. Like if you're posting on TikTok, don't do hashtag Instagram because they're gonna be like Instagram. We not jacking, like you know what I'm saying. That's happened to me before, and
copy and paste.
Yeah, I've done 2 videos like that, and they never blew. I take them down because it was a video for my Instagram, so I did hashtag Instagram, I did hashtag YouTube, and I posted on TikTok. Never blew. Once I took those out, reposted it, they blew. Wow. So it's kind of like. Yeah, they're all in competition with each other.
The algorithm.
Yeah, they know. So it's like exactly, bro. You're in YouTube. Don't use hashtag TikTok, hashtag Instagram. Don't do that. Okay. If you're on TikTok, don't do hashtag YouTube, hashtag Instagram. On Instagram, don't do YouTube, TikTok. Like so, it's like it's basically a common sense thing. But a lot of people like to do YouTube, TikTok, Instagram because that's what I do. Like no, it's the platform you're posting on. So try to avoid promoting other platforms within your hashtags. That's my sauce to you. Definitely quantity over quality, bro. Because I can post the best 4K HD 60 frames video in the world, and it could be lame content pack. Like it could literally just be us sitting together, staring at the cam. But it could be HD. Like that's boring, bro. If you like, from what I did, I started making TikToks on iPhone 6s Plus. Right? Camera's not that great. We all know that. But my videos eventually blew up because I consistently used videos like that. And I know y'all be on TikTok and y'all see videos of NPCs or something, and the quality be so bad, but that's real. Like how? How? It's because it's funny, bro. The content you post, it could be funny, romantic, action-packed. It doesn't matter your quality. That's why I always tell you guys.
The emotions, right?
Yeah, that's why I always tell you guys, bro. It doesn't matter what you have. Do it, bro. Like you can have a phone like this. Look at that. That's ass, bro. Like yeah, nobody. Look at that.
Now you gotta take off.
Yeah, compared.
Yeah, nobody's gonna want to use that, bro.
That's how I think. Whoa, hold
Let
on.
me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Show them.
Look at that. Look at that, y'all.
That's an iPhone.
Look at that, y'all. But the secret is, keep those hot up. Keep those hot up. These are different phones, but they accomplish the same goal, bro. They accomplish the same goal,
To the
bro.
money.
If you have a phone, if you want to do YouTube, don't say, "Oh, I gotta wait for a camera," bro. You got a camera right here, right? If you want to do beauty supplies, I'm gonna wait till I go to beauty school. If you have the makeup kit, like, come on, bro. It doesn't matter. You just gotta be You gotta be good with it, and eventually you'll grow, so you will be able to get those better things that you already have.
So you don't think that your marketing strategy plays a big role in that though? Like, yeah, you shouldn't be focused on your quality as much.
Mhm.
Push out content, but don't you think that even a good ass quality video, it wouldn't blow because it's not marketed as much?
I would say, nah, yeah, I agree with that too. You can post a video, great quality, great action packed, content filled to the jam, and you want it to blow, and it doesn't blow. That's because you gotta have smart marketing, and that's what we just put y'all onto, the sauce and all that. You gotta know what times to post. You gotta know what hashtags to use. You know, all of that. But you'll find that out. There is no secret way. I can't sit here and tell y'all, oh, okay, post at 8 o'clock, okay, max volume, and then you'll blow. Like, no, bro. Everybody, it works different for everybody. So you gotta kind of experiment with each video, post at different times, and see which one blows the most. Whenever which one blows the most, that's what times you'll start to post more, because the algorithm is different for everybody, and you just gotta market it the right way.
Right. So I seen on YouTube, like, if you look it up, like, the best times to post on TikTok, or like the best time to post shorts, best time to post YouTube, and they have like a general time. Would you say that time is off? So
Completely
there's a
false.
couple times where I've posted at those times, and I noticed, oh, it took off. But then there are other times I may schedule a video for that time, then it's like it's slow. It's like
That proves your point right there, bro. A lot of those videos are false. They're going either based off their personal information, how the videos work for them. If they're like, all right, guys, post at 9 o'clock and your videos will blow up, like, that's a lie. It's either they're making that up, pulling it out their ass, or they're telling you how it works for them. And that's what they're not understanding, that it's different for everybody. So my advice to y'all, if you want to blow, you want your videos to blow, so you have content jam video, experiment a little bit. Find out what times to post, when to do it, and you'll eventually figure it out.
Do you look at your analytics a lot? Like, do you get that? Is that where you get that information from?
I got a lot from there, bro. That's how I base my marketing. I base what I post, what time I post it, how long I want it to be, all on analytics.
Oh,
So you got to look at that, bro. A lot of people don't like to look at it because it looks confusing, but it's simple.
It's simple.
Everything is labeled for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's right there in front of your face. You just got to understand it.
So speaking of the secret sauce, what is something that you do in the first 5 seconds to really retain that audience to continue to watch your video?
In each video,
Yeah.
and this is a like personal question for me.
Yeah.
Okay,
For
so
you.
it's different on TikTok and it's different on YouTube. So what I tend to do on YouTube is, most of my videos are vlogs. Excuse me. Even if they're not, I tend to make, this is what I do. Y'all know this. I make a mini montage of the whole video. So each part where I feel like, oh, this will blow. This is an action scene. This is a valid scene. This is a valid scene. I will take all those, put it in a montage, stick it in the beginning. As soon as they click the vid, boom, click the vid, the montage plays. And like, oh, she just got punched. Like, oh, like, right. And then they'll watch the whole video. That's what I do for YouTube. And if you look at my YouTube, it's like that for every single video. So that way it hooks them in. That's the hook. And not for a book, but for a vid. That's the hook. Now for TikTok, what I tend to do is, it's the same thing. The first scene of the TikTok, or like when you swipe, first thing you see, it has to be like, whoa, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It has to be like, oh, like what is this? You know what I'm saying? That's what I tend to do for my TikToks as well. But another tip, yo, I'm just putting y'all onto the sauce. I'm just putting y'all onto the sauce, bro.
Wait, smash that sub button for the sauce.
Are you gonna give them another tip?
I'm gonna give them another tip to the sauce.
Okay, because I got another question adding on to that.
Say that. So if y'all, this is for YouTube. So if you guys want your YouTube videos to blow as well, and if you want it to go on the explore page, like say you're watching a video and you know how it gives you videos on the side, gives you videos on the bottom, how people click on your vids, your thumbnail and your title are just as important. Number one, for your thumbnail, you don't want to put OD on your thumbnail. You don't want so much emojis, so much explosions. Like, you don't want that because people are gonna look at it and they're gonna be like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm not clicking at it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure the thumbnail is simple, but it catches the eye. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, should it like show you what the title is about?
Not always, no.
No?
Not always. Because sometimes the thumbnail can speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm punching him, right? Boom, punch him in the face, thumbnail.
Punch him on the cam.
Right? Punch him in the face. Right? I'm punching him in the face. I don't have to title the video, I punch him in the face.
So what would
you know what I'm saying?
Title like that? Like say
it could just be like say I punched him, right? Boom, I punched him.
Ran to my op.
Yeah, like something like that. Exactly. So then people gonna be like, ran to my op. That leads into the title. The title has to be valid too, but again, you don't want to put too much. Like I ran into my op. Crazy. Vlog number 3. Make sure you subscribe. Like, all right, that's OD, bro. All you gotta do, like with my videos, or you keep it brief and let the video speak for itself. That's really all you gotta do. That's my tip to y'all, to the secret sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now turning it onto us, what would you say we can implement as a more for a channel that is about speaking, podcast that could be an interview like we're doing right now, or like someone is teaching. You know, those videos don't tend to really get views because it's not as action packed. It's people just sitting down stationary and speaking.
Right.
What can someone in that niche implement to acquire more views, acquire more clicks? Not as a clickbaity aspect, but
just like interesting for them too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna gear it towards, say I'm a first viewer, right? And I'm watching a video and then I see you guys on the side. Like your video is right there on the side. How I would click on it, this is me personally, I don't know about y'all, but how I would click on it is I would title the video, say we're interviewing Nas, right? And he's talking about how you're famous football player, right? You're famous football player. You know what I'm saying? You grew up in a hard home, you only had a single mother, you know what I'm saying? And you was good on the football team, whatever, and you broke your leg and your career ended, right? Whatever. Right? How we can title that? Sorry, Nas. But how we can title that is you could just be like the downfall of, or what your name is, or you could be like at the same time you gotta be careful with names too, because people will be like, if they're like the downfall of Nas. You're like, well, I don't even know who Nas is. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure you hook them in with that title too. So you can be like, he broke his ACL. You know what I'm saying, or something, and then in parentheses be like the story of him. Like, you know, something like that. Make sure you hook them in. Like, for example, if it was my podcast, this is for my podcast. It could be like, for example, how you were saying in the beginning, how to go to YouTube, or like, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of different things y'all can do, but like, try to pick a pinpoint of this podcast that you guys feel like was mad interesting, and make that pinpoint the title. Like, say I got into a car accident and broke my camera, right? And I stopped posting. You can make the title of the video, got to a car crash and broke it. Like, yeah, like need a new camera. Like, yeah, just try to pinpoint that and then put that in your title. So people could be like, oh, he broke his camera. Oh, a cow stepped over his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are like, what is this about? Click it, boom, and then they'll get into it. That's really all my advice to y'all. What y'all should do about titles and thumbnails. That's as far as that aspect.
Right. So I got another question for you. So when it comes down to making YouTube videos, would you encourage someone that wanted to have a career in YouTube? Don't focus so much on the money. Do it because you love it. And the reason I'm asking you this question is because I know, and as life, progresses, we get more responsibilities. We have bills that are supposed to be paid. We have to go to a job that we don't like to work. So it will be very irresponsible and foolishness of us to throw everything away just so we could pursue a YouTube career that isn't necessarily paying us up front, or really
promise that you're gonna get paid.
Right. So would you admit that in that situation, it's best that I do it for the love, and if it, go in there with no expectation, but if it pops, it pops,
I would 100% agree with that, because at the same time, you have to know what you're investing your time in. And with content, it's like, it's not guaranteed. With music, it's not guaranteed. Being a rapper is not guaranteed. But if you love to do it, again, there's a lot of rappers, young rappers out here nowadays that's trying to grow off drill, whatever. That's really all I see. Like, for example, where do y'all see a young bachata singer
No.
nowadays.
Yo,
None.
I never
Bro,
thought about that.
yeah,
For
like, do
real.
y'all,
Certain music. I was talking about, they
exactly, bro.
promote
Do y'all
artists
ever
like
see a young Jamaican artist?
Yeah.
No, bro. It's all
Yeah.
drill.
Yeah.
Drill, because it's the trend. And that's exactly the point, bro. Everybody's following the trend now, bro. And that's why everybody's not blowing. If I started making Jamaican music, people be like, oh, Malachi make Jamaican music? Like, yo, Jamaican, let me on this top. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to find your difference, but you got to make sure you love to do it too. Because that love for that specific thing goes a long way. That'll drive you a long way. That's exactly why I'm still doing what I'm doing. There's been days where my numbers have been so low to the point where I don't want to do it anymore. But I know that this is something I really want to do because that's the point of love, the love part of it. That's going to drive me to keep doing it. If I'm doing it for the money, I'm not seeing no money. You'll stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because there was no real motivation, bro, and that proves who you are. You're motivated by money. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta think about it.
Cause I got that's funny. I have something to say about that, and kind of like a question. I always look at it as, and let me know if you look at it like this too. Anything that you love that are outside of like the paradigms of society, it takes time. Like for a doctor, in order for them to make money, they go to school for 12 years. So anything that's going to be successful, where you're able to make a large amount of money, 6 figures plus, it always takes a certain amount of time. Like nothing is ever fast money. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they want fast money, fast money, fast money, fast money. Like where they're looking at hacks and how do I do this? I got to make it quick. Versus like that soil, like planting the seed, watching it grow, taking care of that flower until it grows. You feel me?
Right. That's it's because, bro, you think about it, like it's because our generation is lazy, bro. That's really what it is. Like, bro, like think about it, bro. Our generation is lazy, bro. Like you look at back then, bro. Like for example, it's a little off topic, but like you look back then, bro. It's like the Spartans and the knights and the cavemen. Where's their depression? Was there anxiety? Was there no, bro? Because they weren't sitting on their ass all day on the phone on the like, bro. There was none of that, bro. They were always doing something, working on the craft, working. They were always doing something they were supposed to do that they didn't have time to feel like that.
That's crazy. That's crazy that you mentioned that because lately, like a lot of things that interest me, besides like, learning my religion and stuff like that, is I watch a lot of shows and stuff about like. So I watch Spartacus, the series they got. I watch a lot of shows about the old Roman Empire, about Vikings and stuff like that. And I've noticed back then, like the men and how they were then, they just had to get it. The people were more resourceful. They were able to cut down trees, simple, build up and set up shop.
It's because
and stuff like that.
Everybody has everything handed to them nowadays, though. That's the thing. Like it's so easy to get it. Money. Going back to the question that was asked, if you want to work a certain job and you want quick money, most of the ways, the quick route, bad route. Like you can trap, you can scam, you can do all this, but it all comes with a risk, bro. And you got to think: is that a risk I'm really willing to take, or do I want to work hard, build character, learn things? You could take the long route, but you'll learn and gain wisdom as you're going the long route, and the reward is usually greater than the quicker one.
Because long money, I look at it as like long money creates more generational wealth versus fast money. I look at it as like you just as fast as you got it, you can lose it just as fast. Versus like the process of like building a brand and stuff like that, where you take your time and you know, okay, listen, this is not gonna make me money off rip right away. You feel me? I'm gonna have to sit there and put the grind. But it's like you said, like the love. If you have the love for it, and it's like, I love doing this. I know I have other responsibilities. Like, do you feel like balance is key? Like to like balance that for somebody like say they want to be a full-time content creator. They want to be full-time on YouTube. What is a schedule like? What is your schedule and what is a schedule that you would give for beginners in order to like they got life like Mo was saying they got to balance multiple things. Like what's the schedule you would give?
Well, I would say don't set unrealistic expectations for yourself. Like say you want to do content, right? But you also have a life. Say I'm a middle schooler, 6th grade. I got mad responsibilities I got to do. I'm still a kid. I'm not grown yet. But if I really want to make YouTube work, I can't say, okay, I'm going to put out 3 videos a week, knowing damn well you can't do that. Don't set unrealistic expectations for yourself. If you want to set a schedule, make sure you set it so it works for you, people around you, your time, and you always got to prioritize education. Because you can't do nothing without education. Like that's just facts. For y'all thinking, well, if I drop out, you can't, bro. Like that's just how the world works. I'm not saying you can't, because there are successful people out there that don't have a diploma, that don't have stuff. But like at the same time, exactly, bro. And it's better to just go the easy route, bro. the easy long route.
So when you say education, you're talking about education in a sense of like high school education, or you need college education. You need to go through like I feel like society puts you in a paradigm. You need the 4 years in college. You got to get that piece of paper to make more paper. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like,
I feel like with college, yeah, I want to go to college, but I don't want to go. Okay, so my personal preference, I'm going for my associates. I'm just only going to do 2 years, and I'm doing digital media marketing, right? So I'm not doing that though, just so I can. Most people, I would say, go to college to get the degree. They don't go to college to obtain the knowledge they selected. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm going to college for digital marketing, media, not because I want my associates to get a better job to work for the white man. You know what I'm saying? I want to get that digital media marketing to know how to digital media market so I can grow my own business. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people don't think about it like that.
You have a motive,
Mm-hmm.
an intent.
Exactly.
An intent to do that. It's not just to make money,
Mm-hmm.
because they do that to make more money. But they get the degree to make money, not to actually, like you said, to use what they're learning. It's just, hopefully I can make more money off of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The skill that you can college, not so much to get the degree.
And that's usually the people that think like that. That's like, oh, I'm just getting this to get the money. Those are usually the people that have low paying jobs. They have a downfall pretty fast because again, there's no drive. The drive was money, and money could be your worst enemy or could be your greatest enemy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a lot of people out there that do think like that, and people that do think like that. Oh, I'm just gonna do this for the money, bro. I'm just gonna get more money if I get my associates. I get a better job, all that. While it is good to think like that, at the same time, you can crash down on that if you have no motive.
okay. So before wrapping this up, I got the 2 more questions that I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So the first being, like, if you had to give out a message to the youth or a message to the viewers and everybody watching it, what would your message be? Like, in a sense, I know you give a lot of sauce in this video and stuff like that. Definitely appreciate it. So I need y'all to smash that sub button for more sauce. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But like, what is something that you would like your message, like, or like for people who are struggling, who are, let's say they want to create content, they don't know what content to create. Let's say they are creating content, but they're not getting the views they want. Like, what is your message for people like that want to chase their dreams, kind of, and they want to pursue social media?
So I would say my message, not even just with my videos, like I would give a message out, but it wouldn't be towards how to grow your channel because I feel like I've done that. My message and what I always tell people at the end of the day is it's more of the moral of who you are in yourself. Like my videos, you don't really see anybody acting like that. You don't see nobody like nowadays being goofy, funny. Everybody's cheap ass hoodie. God. You know what I'm saying? Like that's everybody, yeah, bro. So I guess my message to everybody is really, really find yourself and be yourself. I know it sounds corny, but people that think it's corny is the people that's not doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I was in your shoes. I was trying to find myself. You know what I'm saying? Caught up in the drugs, caught up in the game, caught up in all of that. I was there, so I lived through everything. But I'm sitting here as me, as a living person that's lived through all this. I'm just here to tell everybody to be yourself, find what's for you. Because there's a lot of people out there that care that you're yourself more than you're like everybody else. Because if you're sitting here trying to please everybody and you're not pleasing yourself, there's no use to be like. There's really no point in you to be doing that at all. So my message out here is to be yourself, find who you are, regardless. Because you could be a stranger, bro. You could really be a stranger, and I could be recording. Yo, what is going on? And do some goofy stuff, and back in my head, I'm thinking, oh, is he gonna judge me? You're gonna forget about this in like 2 minutes. Like it doesn't matter. You feel me? Like yeah, and just be yourself, bro. You don't have to please anybody. And if you're doing it to please people, you gotta question yourself. You gotta question, be like, why am I doing this? For people to like me? Peer pressure, all that. I've gone through that. I've gone through peer pressure. I've gone through everything that the young youth, 2023, 21st century. I've gone through everything they're going through, and I feel like it's molding me into a person that can say, hey, I lived through this, and I'm not saying this to be an old head. I'm not saying this to be on your back, but you really got to be yourself, tighten up, be a kid. That's another thing. Be a kid, bro. Please, please, please. Like I go to these middle schools. I go to these even elementary. It's gotten so bad to the point where you have third graders listening to drill.
That's
Like,
crazy.
are you serious?
We covered
Like,
that. The
yo,
influence of music is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like
It's insane.
it's crazy because that's their surrounding though. Their household. They may have a brother that does that. A brother that does it's social media. This is the devil, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. You gotta know how to manage your time and all of that, bro. and just really find yourself, bro, because the world is a scary place. The world can influence you. It's not the world's fault you are the way you are because you have free will. So you really just gotta find yourself, bro. Be yourself, find yourself, chase your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you can stop you, bro. Only person stopping yourself is you.
All right, man. And then to wrap it up, the last question is kind of it's like a 2-in-1. What is your favorite app to use out of TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube? And then where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
So I would say my favorite app, I'm not even gonna lie, probably YouTube. Because I grown up watching YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, you can reach out to people. There's a lot of things you go on YouTube. So I feel like YouTube def the best. TikTok is like a quick YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm sitting down watching eating a meal, I'm gonna pull up YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, probably YouTube. Like I'm not even trying, bro. You I don't have. I'm an iPad boy. It's a shame, but I know you an iPad boy too. I'm saying like yeah, like
50-year-olds iPad boys.
exactly. But that's just I just grew up on YouTube, so YouTube is me. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't thank God. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my girlfriend. I want to thank everybody for sitting here and supporting me. In the next 5 years, hopefully, I see myself not in PA anymore. But I'm not gonna say I'm gonna leave PA in 2 years because that's unrealistic. But probably I'm gonna be out of PA. Hopefully, I'll still be doing content, but it won't be full time because again, content isn't guaranteed. So you need to have a backup plan just in case it doesn't work. And that's where the digital media marketing, taking photographs for people. So I see myself being a photographer, videographer, doing stuff because that way you're partaking your own craft. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly, and you get money like that. At the same time, you could be filming videos.
Right. So say you do blow up in this scenario. It's like 5 years down the line, oh, your channel just continues to grow. Like it just continues to grow. Like would you like go full time in it where it's like you do like a content creator house, you go out to LA? I know a lot of people when they start popping, they go out to LA, Miami, and stuff like that. Like, would you switch your niche up? Would you expand your niche, or like would you kind of like keep it where it's like what you're doing right now?
Well, I'll just flip what I said. That's what I tell you, I just flip what I said. I'll still maintain doing content and everything. If I do blow, of course I'll pursue it, do it more, you know, because you got like King Sid out here to be doing like the house tours. Everybody knows everybody. Boom, boom, meetings, all that. But at the same time, in the back of my hand, I'll have the videography, the photography. You know, I'll just flip it. Instead of maining videography and putting content to the side, I'll put videography on the back burner and do that because at the same time, you know, you have a lot of people out here, famous people with clothing brands and all that. They didn't do it themselves. They know how to market. They know business. And how do they know that? From their skills, what they were taught, and all that, bro. Nobody comes into here dumb-minded. You got to already be knowledge. So that's where I see myself in 5 years.
All right, bet. So, I mean, about to wrap this up. It was a pleasure having you on the pod. You feel me? Definitely a pleasure.
MaxVolume, he dropped some gems.
Nah, yeah, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro.
No cap. I definitely appreciate it. You feel me? I'm gonna need y'all to smash that sub button if y'all want to get put on some more sauce. You feel me? Y'all already see Malachi what you do. He just dropped all the sauce, yeah. So y'all, for everybody who wants to create videos and stuff like that, follow those tips. You feel me? We're gonna be implementing stuff that we didn't know and stuff like that. But where can they find you and stuff like that? Like for all those who want to find you, the link's gonna be in the description. But like,
yeah, y'all can follow my Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. All Malachi, what you doing? Same name, same everything. Link's gonna be down below in the bio. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, do all that. That's where y'all can find me.
All right, Max, are you out? You feel me?